Any goodies and kuttins, I'm Mai the Drag Queen. Hope you're well and safe. Welcome to another episode of Confessions of an Indian Drag Queen. Now, I'm here to give you an honest review of the movie Lakshmi Bomb and Bollywood's twist with transphobia on the Trans Awareness Week. Now, you must be wondering, who are transgender people? According to Google, transgender people are people whose gender identity differs from their birth gender identity and they would like to transition at some point in their life. So trans women are men who would like to transition into women. Trans men are women who would like to transition into men. Now, there are different phobias associated with this community, and especially transphobia. Transphobia is dislike or prejudice towards transsexual or transgender community. Why are we still having transphobia in the society? Though in history there is recorded evidence that the transgender community existed, we still have transphobia around all of us. Being in a patriarchal society, anything that is viewed as feminine is seen as weak or seen in a negative manner. But we have time and again also taken a part, being transphobic towards the transgender community, even though trans women and trans men are meant to be seen as human beings. On April 2014, the Supreme Court passed a landmark judgment claiming that the transgender community has third gender. But it's 2020. What changes happened? What positive changes happened towards the transgender community? An infamous transgender bill was passed, and it was regressive, and it is not helpful for the community at all, in any way possible. And there is unrecorded killings towards the trans women and trans men in the society as well. On November 9, 2020, Disney Hotstar released a movie known as Lakshmi Bomb, where Akshay Kumar was acting. And Akshay Kumar is a cis man getting possessed by a trans woman as a ghost. Storyline itself sounds twisted. Though I had made up my mind that I would not see the movie, but then I'm doing a review of the movie, so I should not be biased, right? Whenever I read a book or see a movie, I have to watch the movie or read the book to make a review. What shocked me was the movie is portrayed as a horror comedy. That's a red flag right there. Bollywood till date has perpetuated stereotypes involving transgender community either being villainous or comical. Now, the actor who played Lakshmi is a cis man. So, a cis man playing a trans woman role is harmful. The perception will be that trans women are men at the end of the day. And that is wrong. Because trans women are men transitioning into women. So, at the end of the day, they are women. So, this sort of, casting was a blunder altogether. In the end, the movie didn't have any sort of, involvement of trans women in terms of the script or in terms of either being sensitive around the community, how the community is being portrayed and all of that. But you'll be saying that, but Akshay Kumar and the crew gave money to the community, so it should not be a problem. But have you been able to eliminate with that money? Have you been able to eliminate the transphobia in the society? I say that you should cast trans women to play trans women roles. And then you would be like, oh, but, this is acting. Trans women will not know acting. You should cast only actors. That is also another form of transphobia. When will you give, roles to trans women and trans men? When will that happen? That's the first wrong thing that you do in terms of casting. You don't want to do the hard work, so you just go ahead and cast a cisgender man. We are still casting cisgender men to play trans women roles. When will trans women and the trans men get a representative, give an authentic representative on the screen? You need to watch the Netflix documentary known as Disclosure for more information. There's no point of trying to be inclusive if you can't wipe out the transphobia which is evident in everybody's mind. I think it is time that Bollywood dealt with transphobia more sensitively, maybe giving out more content which is very sensitive towards the LGBTQIA community, especially the transgender community. Now, as allies, you must be wondering, what can you do? Educate yourself on trans issues without asking trans people to do the work. Not all trans, when you encounter a trans person, they won't know if the whole history and biography of the whole transgender community. They can only speak for themselves. Admit that you don't know something. So if you don't know someone's pronouns, or if you don't know someone's gender identity, you can be very sensitive about it and ask them. Say that I don't know, but can you please educate me on it? Call out on transphobia and femphobic slurs whenever you see if you are seeing it in person, if you're seeing it on social media, call them out. There are words that is being targeted towards the transgender community, to the gay community, which needs to be eradicated. I don't think you should, listen to those slurs. It's not the right thing to do. Listen to trans people's journey. Understand where they're coming from. That's what you need to do. Consume media that is being made by the trans people and for the trans people. It should not be against the trans people. Consider donating to a trans-led NGOs or fundraisers. Now that's what you can do. Now, as a cisgender man performing as a drag queen for 6 years, I feel the utmost need to call out on transphobia, which is evident in the society. It is important that we stand with each other. And it should be throughout the year and not just for a certain movie or certain week. We should stand together and support each other, and that's what we need to do. On that note, I'm done here. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye!
Hello everyone. You know what? This Maya the drag queen is getting ready for her next video. You know what to do in the meanwhile. Go like, share and subscribe and also watch her videos. It's easy.
Lady, bye!
This Ammachi unknown old Ammachi keeps calling me every time. So I'll go, okay? Bye.